Alrighty guys, good morning. Bitcoin is getting ready for a massive move, probably somewhere to around $95,000, $85,000, somewhere around there, right? It's gonna be a impulsive move. So trying to chase price after it breaks out of the zone is gonna be extremely difficult. So in this video, I'm gonna talk to you guys about how you can position within this consolidation while still protecting your account. Okay, it's gonna be tricky for most people, yes, but we're going to talk about how you can do it. Now, bear in mind, many of the Mango community members, most of the Mango community members are already in position. We've been talking about this trade, this setup for around 2 months now, where we said, hey, this position on the 4-day dynamic, the weekly dynamic test is going to come to. This wick over here, guys, was the weekly dynamic, right? So you should have already been in position. Now, this video is going to be more geared for people who are either one, looking to add to their position, or they're trying to get into position over here knowing full well that it is tricky considering we're sitting up against resistance. But this isn't just any resistance, right? We have key liquidity areas over here that if they get tapped into, we could see a massive impulsive move, right? But at the same time, things could go wrong and we want to protect ourselves, right? So how do you position yourself? Over here, you guys can see I have the Mango lifeline opened up over here. We have 2 buy opportunities sitting at 69,896 and 69,080. If we get a dip into either of those levels, it's gonna be a good buy area, right? But honestly, we're not sitting all that far away from that, and you could get your starter position right over here. That being said, your invalidation needs to be firm. Your invalidation is right over here at 68,500, because if we lose this level and we start threatening this orange box over here, guys, that's when Bitcoin risks actually coming and targeting all of these liquidity areas as well, probably making its way down to around $58,000 to around $60,000, right? So I'd be looking at this zone getting tapped, right? So this is pretty much the gist of the video. You can stop watching right over here if you're not interested in the explanation of all of this, right? Long story short, position somewhere around here, around the 12-hour Mango lifeline. Keep in mind, guys, that we also have the 12-hour on the dashboard that flipped long 3.4 days ago with volatility being crushed, right? When I posted this on Twitter, volatility was at 0, right? 0. Now we've moved only around 3%. Volatility is still blue, long for 3 days, and staying on the right side of the Mango dashboard has been the winning strategy for around 2 years now. So why would we bet against this? Oh, and by the way, those of you who have access to the premium Mango dashboard, make sure you check out the most recent premium video, the puzzle unfolding part 3, where I talk about projections and forecasts in regards to time analysis and price analysis for the next 6 to 12 months. A very, very important video. Do not miss it under the premium video section. Okay, back on over to the charts over here. And let me go ahead and quickly explain why it is so important for you guys to get out of your trade if you're entering over here. If it's a fresh position right over here and you don't have that buffer like the rest of us do at around the 4-day dynamic and the weekly dynamic, why is it so important to get out on that invalidation? Okay, I'm going to go ahead, switch on over to the chart over here. I'm going to clear out everything. We don't need the dynamic for this explanation. Switch on over to the 12-hour time frame. Let's talk about this entire consolidation that's taken place over how long now? Let's go ahead, use our measuring tool. From there to there, we are looking at around 86 days, 90 days, 3 months almost, guys, all right? 3 months. So what have we seen so far over here? Well, we have a pattern within a pattern within a pattern, right? That's all coming together into a larger pattern. What was our first pattern? Well, a very, very beautiful ascending triangle, right? A bull flag right over there. And this is the kind of structure that trend traders love, right? Because you're looking at your high lows, high lows, high lows. All you're waiting for is for the higher high. But what a lot of amateur traders do is that they place their trailing stop losses, right? Something I hate using, like automated trailing stop losses, where they put a stop loss here, then they'll raise it to here, then they'll raise it over here. Well, the more professional, sophisticated traders know that that's what the amateur traders are doing. So what ends up happening? All of those liquidity areas get tapped into, right? The market accumulates brand new positions over there and then continues on to the upside. And even then over here, guys, look at the bait, right? We tapped into this area here, we tapped into this area over here, but did we tap into this final zone over here? Let's go ahead and put it in a horizontal right over there. You can see that no, we did not, right? So we accumulated over here, rose a little bit, and then came down to tap this low over here as well. drawn a trend line that just simply highlights the liquidity area, right? That's what I'm doing over here. Okay, I'm not marking out these lows. What I'm marking out is areas of interest. Okay, so we know that this entire dotted line over here is an area of interest for liquidity that got tapped into. You can see we tapped into this low here, tapped into this low here, bounced a little bit, and then tapped into the final low right over there too, accumulated, and then made our way back to the top of the range. Well, what's at the top of the range? Do we have liquidity there? Yes, we do. Let's go ahead and place horizontal lines right over there. We have one zone right over there. We also have one zone right over here. And now we have a new area right over there. Okay, so we have liquidity. We have a liquidity zone on the upper side of the region, and we have liquidity zones within the region as well. We tapped into this consolidation already, right? But what about this push up to the top of the zone? Well, we haven't tapped into those lows yet, and it's not necessarily that we have to tap into it, but you're guarding against that, right? So we have this low here, this low here, this low here, this low here, this low here. Those are all regions of interest, right? That's how we know, guys, that the danger zone is going to be when Bitcoin starts threatening this orange zone right over here, right? So now you guys can see that I've essentially recreated the same chart over here for you guys over here, right? With a build up explanation. Now this next step is, how do I play this? Okay, I've assessed the chart, I've analyzed the chart, I know the trouble areas, I know the risk areas. How do I play this? Okay, I know that if we come and tap into this area, we risk tapping into all these lows over here, and we could come all the way down over here, just like how we did over here, right? We tapped into these lows over here, bounced, and then came and tapped into the final low of the range, right? Okay, cool. How do I play this? Well, that's what I showed you guys at the beginning of the video. Simply turn on your Mango Lifeline and use this area over here, your invalidation at 68,500, to get into your position, right? You could wait for the buy opportunity at 68,900 or 69,000, wait for the zone over here. That's going to be on you. Okay, I'm not going to tell you whether to get in over here or wait for the buy opportunity, because the easy buy, the time to have been patient, right? The time when the market was giving us a huge accumulation area on the 4-day dynamic, on the weekly dynamic, well, that opportunity is gone. That was the easy decision. This is not all that easy, so you're going to have to make that decision for yourself. What I can tell you is where your invalidation needs to be, and that's on the Mango Lifelines level right over here at 68,500. So that's that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Enjoy your weekend. Leave a comment down below if you did enjoy this quick setup video along with the explanation, and I'll do more of them. Until the next one, do the Mango way, do the easy way, do the stress-free way. Ciao.